Your next comic coming to the stage, well, let's just say he's going to be right at home the next couple days when it's in the 80s outside. He comes to us from the deep south of Georgia. Give it up for Richie Gunn, everybody.
Thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy West, everybody. I am cold, thank you very much. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Nick, this one's for you. My name is Richie. My government name is Richard. Nicholas gets Nick. Robert gets Bob. Richard gets Dick. My parents have always called me Richie, so I got lucky with that. I went to work on my dance moves at Sidetraxx Saturday. And I took a friend who is a girl. Because I didn't want anything to be awkward. And so we went dancing, and we walked in. I wanted to get there early because you can have the dance floor to yourself at about 10 o'clock, and you can work on your moves. And we got there just in time for our bridal party. And man, y'all, I feel like I took one for the team. These girls were clearly not from around here, and they had the pink sequins and the cowboy hats and the sashes. They were all clearly together. The multi-headed wedding hydra. And we went in to dance anyway. We just went into the middle of all that. And you know, I've noticed that the Sidetraxx isn't the only dance club in town, but it might be the loudest. So I like going there. I don't know if this is a Midwestern thing, but I don't know about y'all, but it seems like everyone in this area likes a lot of room on the dance floor. And so it's kind of spread out, and we're dancing. I turn around and go get my water, because I don't drink, because I'm a good Baptist, for crying out loud. And I go get my water, and this girl, how do I put it? I was assaulted. Do y'all see this guy with the top hat? Hey buddy. I'm just making sure we're all right. There are some days where I see him and no one else sees him. So I got assaulted on the dance floor, and this girl was so hot. She was hot, and the conflict wasn't really between me and her. It was between my heart and my brain, because she was mad because she thought I was drinking her drink, but it was my water, and she'd slapped it out of my hand. And I was like, that's hilarious, but she wasn't joking. I've heard this phrase a lot lately, in that moment. Have y'all heard this phrase lately? Like, in that moment. And it makes it sound like there might be other moments available, and there are not. We only have one, you know? I don't do yoga, but I've listened to enough yoga videos to understand that we only got this moment, and we need to live in this moment. This girl slapped the drink out of my hand, and like a polite gentleman, I held onto my glass. So like that. And I held onto the glass, and the water and ice went on the dance floor, which is just sacrilegious in the South. She got up in my face and was like, "You need to leave." And then I realized that this is not joking, and so she went to push me, and I did the kung fu move where you get out of the way. And she's drunk, so she's moving in slow motion, so she pushed me, and all right, we're all in this. All right, whew. All right, we'll see this, man. And I turned around, and she kicked me, and she kicked me in the stomach. And I'm pretty sure she's aiming for my crotch, but I did the other kung fu move of back up. And I caught her foot. And in that moment, to borrow the phrase, I was conflicted. I thought, man, I got her by the foot. And y'all probably don't know this song called One Leg Up by Half Pint. No. It's a banger from the 90s. It's an old one. It's a strip club song, but it's called One Leg Up. Well, anyway, I have her foot in my stomach, and she's got one leg up. And then I noticed that she's not wearing underwear. And I was like, man. In that moment, the conflict arose, and my passions were high. And I had to revert. Like I reverted for 2 seconds. I'll admit it. I went out of Baptist mode, and I was like, man, we could just get it on right now. And she might not know. The Bible says that if you want to follow that, you should walk the straight and narrow. But in that moment, I was ready to walk the fat and crooked. So I shoved her off. I think she was from downstate. So I shoved her back downstate. And my girl, who is a friend and not my girlfriend, grabbed my shirt and was like, we should go now. And I just wanted to stay and linger a little longer, but I was like, okay, we'll go. So we left the club and stayed out of, there was no jail time, and it was a guilt-free evening. I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. Thank you.
Richie Gunn one more time, everybody. The next comic coming to the stage.